Let's see how to boot from a USB flash drive in VMware. So I already have this USB flash drive, and this is a bootable USB flash drive, and now we're going to create a new virtual machine and boot from this one. So here is how we're going to do it. We're going to start by creating a new virtual machine, so create a new virtual machine. And here I'm going to keep things simple. So I'm going to go with typical, and here I'm going to choose the third option. I will install the operating system later. So let's click on next. And as for the operating system, choose the one that you're planning to install. In my case, let's say that I'm going to install Windows. So I'm going to choose Microsoft Windows. The version is going to be Windows 11. And let's click on next. Then I need to give a name to the new virtual machine. I'm just going to call it Windows 11. And this is going to be the location. This is fine. Let's click on next. We then need to provide an encryption password for Windows 11. I'm just going to generate one and remember the password for this virtual machine. So next. Then we need to decide how much disk space we want to allocate to this new virtual machine. I'm going to go with 120 gigabytes. And let's click on next again. And here we can see the summary of the properties we're going to have for this new virtual machine. Let's click on customize hardware, and this is because I want to increase the amount of memory a bit, and this should be fine for me. So let's finish. And now edit the virtual machine settings, and here is what I wanted to mention. Under USB controller, I wanted to make sure that the USB compatibility is USB 3. Specifically, it's a 3.2. But this might make a difference because almost all of the USBs that we're using today are USB 3, so make sure that this is the selected option. For me, it is, so it's fine. And by the way, I'm also going under options. I want to go to advanced, and I want to disable this option, enable side channel mitigations. I'm going to uncheck this checkbox. It can slightly improve the performance of the virtual machine. So let's click on OK. And now we're going to start the virtual machine, and as soon as I'll start it, I'll quickly tap on F2, okay? So let's start the virtual machine, and I'm already ready with F2. So let's start it, and F2, 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 F2. It's sending a warning about a disk it cannot connect to. This is fine, I'm just going to click on yes. Then keep on tapping on F2. So F2, F2, F2. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to restart the machine. So power, restart, and again F2. So F2, 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 F2. F2, 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 F2. Okay, I think that the thing that I missed is that I had to click inside the virtual machine before tapping on F2. Once I did that, everything worked. And here is what we're going to do next. We're going to take this USB flash drive and we're going to plug it in. So let's do that. And then we get this menu and we can directly connect it to the virtual machine right from here, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to cancel. And then from the menu, we can right click on the virtual machine that we are working on. Then I choose removable devices. Here I can see all of the USB devices, all of the removable devices that are currently available. And the one that I want to connect to the virtual machine is this one, the SanDisk Ultra USB flash drive. So for this device, I'm going to choose connect. And of course, it's going to disconnect it from the host. This is what we want. We don't want the host to use this USB flash drive, but we want the guest to use it. So let's connect. Okay, and it's basically now connected. If we're now right-clicking and displaying the removable devices again, we can see this little check mark here next to SanDisk, so it means that it's now connected to the virtual machine. So now what I'm going to do is to restart the virtual machine, and I'm just going to choose the reset the system option, and once again we'll have to quickly tap on F2. So let's do, and by the way, try to see what options we have now, right, for booting. So we have boot normally, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 options, okay? So now I'm going to reset the system and quickly tap on F2. Let's do that. So yeah, F2, 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 blah, 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 F2, okay. And let's count how many options we have now. So we have boot normally, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the new option that we didn't have before. And this is the one that's going to allow us to boot from the USB flash drive. So let me choose this option, EFI USB device. And now it is booting from the USB device. And for me, specifically, it was Vento. It doesn't really matter. The important thing that it will be a bootable USB flash drive.